Tenho que fechar o vidro, está muito calor aqui.
Along the flooded banks of the Ambica River.
July 2022. Along with extremely high temperatures, abnormally high numbers of wildfires are being recorded in many regions of the world. They are now engulfing even countries where they would not normally pose a threat. Canada, first half of July. The unprecedented number of lightning strikes that have hit Yukon in recent weeks has caused a spike in wildfires. 3 times as many rescuers as usual have been called in to fight the fires. As of July 11th, there were about 180 active fires. This is one of the worst wildfire seasons in the state. Since the beginning of the year, nearly 100,000 more hectares have already been burned in northwest Canada than all of last year. Forest fires continue to rage across western United States. In Utah alone, several fires were reported on July 8th and 9th. The fire in Miller County in less than 24 hours was the largest in the state this season. Drought and extremely high temperatures in Alaska have caused numerous wildfires. Since the beginning of the year, more than 2.4 million acres have already burned, twice as much as the average fire season. At the same time, many countries in Europe were also engulfed by fire. On July 9th, 144 fires were registered in Portugal. About 40 people were injured because of them.
Stop!
Extremely adverse weather conditions have caused large-scale fires in France. Only in the department of Gironde, the fire has already destroyed more than 1,500 hectares of land. More than 6,000 people have been evacuated. In the south of the country, the fire has also covered hundreds of hectares in the department of Gard. The region is put in a state of maximum preparedness for forest fires. The fire situation in Spain echoes a trend in Europe as a whole. As of July 11th, the fire is raging in 4 regions of the country. It has already devastated the same area as the whole of 2021. The area scorched at this time of the year is 3 times the average of the last 15 years, according to data analyzed by the European Wildfire Information System. The increasing frequency of fires is causing irreparable damage to the planet's ecology and to humanity as a whole. It is not yet possible to assess the full extent of the consequences, but the situation in many countries is already becoming critical. Experts indisputably attribute this phenomenon to global climate change. To date, A sufficient number of well-known facts have been accumulated, which indicate the intensification of dangerous meteorological processes and phenomena. They also include the occurrence of devastating storms and flash floods. So, in Nigeria on July 9th, the city of Lagos was hit by a flash flood. Many areas were flooded after a heavy rain that did not subside for more than a day. The disaster took the lives of several people. There are missing people. On July 9th and 10th, a severe storm accompanied by torrential rain struck Oman. Several casualties have been reported as a result of the flash floods, and rescue teams continue to search for the missing. We would like to recall that Oman has a subtropical, hot desert climate with an average annual rainfall of 100 millimeters. At the same time, almost 1.5 of the annual normal precipitation fell in Jalan Bani Bu Ali Village on July 10th. On July 7th and 8th, more than 780 households were affected by floods and landslides in the city of Ambon, Indonesia. On July 12th, a record precipitation fell in several prefectures of Japan. In Hatoyama Township, Saitama Prefecture, 209 millimeters of rainfall was recorded within just 3 hours, which was an all-time record. In the Moroyama region, 80% of the monthly precipitation was recorded in 1 hour. The residents of Kyoto Prefecture was urged to evacuate. On the same day, in Virginia, USA, in Buchanan County, flash flooding damaged more than 100 houses and infrastructure. Dozens of people were reported missing.
It started our back porch, our back steps left, and then our front porch left, and then we were stranded in the house. The water kept coming up, and eventually me and my son, my 2-year-old son, were on an air mattress in the floor, and we were floating, and the water was up maybe this high.
I heard a lot of crackling and popping. I looked out the window and I saw smoke and down wires and trees.
Houses in the road, and it's just a mess.
Due to abnormal rainfall, the annual holiday pilgrimage in the Himalayas turned into a huge tragedy. On July 8th, about 40 people went missing after floods near the Amarnath cave temple. Streams of water, mud, and rocks crashed into pilgrims' tent camp. Several people were killed and dozens were injured. Over 15,000 people were evacuated. July is one of the wettest months in the area. But the daily forecast did not predict heavy rainfall. Meanwhile, about 30 millimeters fell in just 1 hour, well above the month's rate. Extensive flooding continues to affect other regions of India. On July 9th and 10th, heavy rainfalls affected the lives of residents in the northern part of the state of Telangana. Many settlements, including the state capital, were affected. There were fatalities. At the same time, heavy rains occurred in the state of Gujarat. Water flooded roads and residential areas. About 2,000 people were rescued by rafts and helicopters. Monsoon rains in neighboring Pakistan also caused widespread flooding, with 8 dams failing. Dozens of residents in Balochistan province were washed away by floodwaters. Over 70 people lost their lives. Floods caused 670 houses to collapse, leaving hundreds of families homeless on flooded streets. This monsoon season in Pakistan is breaking the record for rainfall. Sindh and Balochistan peak with more than 500% above average rainfall between July 1st and 9th. The current rainy season in these countries has already claimed hundreds of lives and caused huge material damage. Unfortunately, conditions in modern society are such that the problem of predicting and eliminating the consequences of dangerous climatic events was and still is the most difficult. Change is only possible when the value of human life comes first.